and I tell photographers all the time, you need to know your camera back and forward.
Man.
If you're shooting, and in the middle of you shooting, the lights go out, the weather turned bad, what are you going to do? Are you just going to stop? You're going to freak out? You're going to get nervous? You can't let your clients see that you get nervous. You need to know what you need to do next. If you don't, are you really professional?
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the B4real Podcast. I'm glad to be back here today, and today I have a special guest, good friend of mine. We call him brother, but his name is, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Alfred Beverly, bro.
Hey, man, tell him a little bit about yourself.
Oh, man, listen, I'm just a laid-back dude, love doing what I do and doing what I love, and that's photography, bro.
But how long you been doing photography, though?
Man, I've been doing photography professionally since 2007.
So, like, when you first got into it, like, what camera did you? Let's start there. What camera did you start with? Because a lot of people think that it's about the equipment, but let us know your early beginnings. What was it?
Man, it was a D70, medium format camera, D70.
So, like, basically, was that like a top of the line back then?
No, that wasn't top of the line. That was just a medium format camera, not full frame. I guess like you start a pro type camera, you know, where you can get some good quality images.
So what got you into doing photography? What made you want to do that?
Man, actually, I was doing graphics for the church, and then a lady had asked me to design a business card. So I designed a business card. She loved it, but then she said, "Hey, I want to add a picture to my business card." So she gave me a picture, scanned the business card, and then I put it on there. It didn't look right. It wasn't, crystal clear.
The picture she gave you?
The picture she gave me. So I ended up doing a photo, like a headshot, and she loved it. And she was like, "Wow, that's a good quality picture." I said, "Okay, cool."
The headshot you did, was that you was using lighting or nothing? Or
no. Okay, it was just straight. Only lighting I had was a speed light on top. Lighting back then wasn't even thought about.
Okay,
as far as like strobes and nothing like that. No. This was back 2000. I'm gonna say 2006.
Okay, so it wasn't a big deal.
No.
Now it's like it's everything.
Everything. So I did it, put it on there, and she loved it. She was like, "Man, you good at the photography thing?" Okay, cool. I wasn't even charging no. I wasn't even professional back then. So yeah.
And you already had the camera?
Yeah, I had the camera. Yeah.
Okay. So basically, in your early beginnings, when did you get to the point where you said, "You know what, I can start charging for this"? Or was it right after that?
It was kind of like right after that, and then I started taking more and more pictures, kind of like photo shoot. All that was for free. And then I had two close friends of mine, said, "Hey, how much you charge, for your photo shoot?" I said, "Nothing. I just do it for free." That person said, "You too good. You need to start charging."
Okay.
Exactly 2 weeks later, my big bro, Arch Sturgis, he said, "Bro, how much time you spend doing this?" I said, "Man, 10, 15 hours a week." He said, "Bro, you need to start charging." So after that, I decided to turn pro, and that was, start charging, and that was it.
But at the time, you didn't have a name to the company?
Oh, no. All that came later. Matter of fact, that came about, I was shooting an event at the church. I was doing work for One Church, One Child. And then there was another photographer there. He started doing the work. He was, shooting the event. He got a phone call. He had to leave. He said, "Hey, man, can you finish shooting this for me?" He said, "And you invoice, One Church, One Child." Okay. I didn't know what to invoice, so I just got on Google, did event photography, came up with a number, and then I submitted it. I didn't have no business name. I didn't have no bank account. I ain't had none of that. One of my great friends, man, Felicia Young from the church, she contacted her. I said, "Hey, what do I do?" Because she started her own business. It was, at the time, it was Five Star Business Solutions that she started. And she gave me, DBA, went open a bank account. She told me everything I needed to do. And man, my first check was $347.16.
And that's your first time ever.
That was my very first check.
Oh, I already know. Once you seen that, you
bro, I was like, wow, shooting this down, man, no brainer. Okay, they love the work, and ever since then, I've been rolling. 2007.
So that's how you came up. So how you came up with the name Caris? Like,
Carice Solutions.
Carice. Like, what is that?
Carice means grace in the Greek.
Okay.
In other words, I didn't go to school for none of this. Everything that Carice started on, I started myself.
Okay.
I learned everything myself. I went to a few classes, like convention, photography conventions. They had one in Houston. I went, learned some neat things, met some, highly professional that has been in the game 20, 30 years, taught me a few things, and everything I done was on my own.
And so you just basically build a brand from scratch.
Build a brand from scratch, ground up.
So now you everywhere. You're doing models.
I'm doing everything.
Seniors, whatever, all types of stuff.
Yeah.
So let's since we around that time and you're booking senior stuff early.
I try to tell people all the time, man, book senior session. I shoot year round.
Yeah, so
don't wait till the end. Shoot year round.
And one thing, when I was with you at a shoot one time and you was telling me, I was like, yeah, it make a lot of sense. It doesn't have to be, your child is graduating.
But why are you waiting? What are you waiting on?
Especially if you got a child that's not like committing to, like, he know where he going.
Right.
It's not like he's trying to pick between these two schools. If your child know where he going, and you go get the clothes.
Get it done. You know, like right now, I'm started booking for 2025. I already know who my model is, my senior model for 2025.
See what I'm saying? You got to think ahead.
My calendar is open. Book now. Why are we waiting? Now, here, what happens is you wait, and then that's more pressure on me. And then next thing you know, when my picture ready? When my picture gonna be ready? Hold up, no. You should have booked this. Way
you
out.
Loaded up. You got people ahead, and you can't skip the line, especially. If
I don't skip line. I go exactly.
Oh, exactly by when you book.
Exactly when I book. I don't do no. I don't skip line.
Pay this.
No.
Whenever you come, first come, first serve.
First come, first serve.
That's only fair because you get clients in a way. They come and they pay their money, and then somebody say, "I give you extra $100 if you blah blah blah."
I mean, some people have their business set up that I haven't done that. No,
but it's really not fair sometimes.
No, it's not fair because you can get yourself in a trick bag because young people talk.
Oh yeah, they start saying,
I took my picture 2 weeks ago and you took your picture just yesterday. Well, how you get your picture? That's something
bad. That's bad.
Right.
So I want to talk a little bit about what your inspiration is behind your pictures. Like, who do you like look up to, or what inspires you? Basically, how you compose your shots and create your photos.
Man, I get my inspiration. Man, I just see other photographers that are bigger and greater than me. I see what they're doing, and a lot of times I have an idea and I just scroll through social media and be like, you know what? That's something that I want to do. I've been thinking about doing. Okay, I see how they do, but I do my own thing. I, add my own twist to it. Social media, YouTube wise, man, one of the big guys that I look at all the time, Manny Ortiz,
And what is it about his work that
we kind of like same style.
Okay.
He's very knowledgeable in everything photography, camera gear, lighting, all of that.
What amazes me is the fact that it's like people think a picture is a picture, but at the same time, it's not, because I can look at a picture sometimes and tell who shot it. If I know a few photographers, it's like I know their style.
Right.
And it's crazy how it can get like that. But when somebody can look at a picture and know you shot it, that means that you're being consistent.
You're exactly right.
You're being consistent, and you have your style.
And I've had that many times. Oh, I know you took that. Oh yeah, I know you took that. When I seen the picture, I knew brother took that. I knew Carice took that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And when it comes to equipment, what I know is not no such thing as the right equipment. It's whatever you can work with. What's some of your favorites as far as what you use and just you go with?
Man, I'm a Nikon dude, full frame. But to get great quality pictures, man, everything is in the lens.
People think it's the camera.
It's the camera. It is not the camera. It's the lens. But most of the person, the glass. And I tell people, if you're gonna spend money money on the glass.
Yep.
Your 1.4s, your 1.2s, and then you 2.8s. You can't beat that 85 millimeter. Your 105 millimeters, man. Anything with a 1.4, 1.2, it's going to create some butter shots because the bokeh from those.
Yeah, and because that's what I'm about to say. A lot of people, especially people who not really photographers or videographers, all they want is that blurred background. And I tell people when they first getting into photography, they don't know what makes that. And that's that low 1 point, like what you were saying. Like,
right.
You want to get that f-stop. As low, they was like, why this lens cost this much and this one cost this much and they the same millimeter? It's because of the glass.
It's because of glass.
And it's because of that 1.4.
Right. You got to know how to shoot what you want to shoot.
Yeah.
And you have to have, and I tell people this all the time, photographer-wise, if you don't have vision, you don't have much. In other words, if you got to wait to see it, you done already missed it.
Yeah, like
you have to come in mind.
You see it.
You got to see it. Like, okay, today I just shot a maternity shoot. I already knew what I wanted to look like.
And in your head, every shot that you got on your camera, you saw that already.
I seen it already.
That's why I be trying to tell. Like, people will say, "Oh, I don't want to give him the game and tell him how to do work this camera, this and that, because he's gonna take my business. He's gonna be no. If they can't do it, they can't.
If you can't do it, you can't do it.
You can't. I could tell you how to start a podcast, what cameras to get.
Right.
If you can't see it,
bro, vision.
It ain't gonna happen.
Vision is everything in photography. And if you wait to see it, you done already missed it, bro. You gotta have a vision in mind. Every photo shoot that I do, my first thing is, okay, who am I shooting? Because everybody that booked me, I don't know. Okay. That's why on my booking site, I put that, what's your Instagram? That way, that's my cheat code. I know, I see who they are. I can, judge, let's see about their character, what I need to do. Okay, now I know what I'm working with.
And a lot of things is, especially when you filming like women and stuff like that, you can, once they book, you go to the Instagram and you see things how they're taking their pictures.
Right.
Okay, so she don't really like taking her pictures low because of maybe she has something down here.
It's angles.
Angles. So it's like, okay, I'm not going to take her low.
Right.
Or things that women or just people are self-conscious with. Okay, I'm going to tell her to put her arm here.
Right.
Or, what I'm saying? You got to see all of that.
You know how to manipulate, you know how to move around so you can get the best shot, so everybody possible. Be happy, what I'm saying?
Exactly. You're promoting your brand in the best way possible and they're happy with that.
Right.
So at the end of the day, that's all it's about.
And it's always good to get input from the person, the subject that you're shooting. What's your end goal in mind? What are these images for? Is it for business? Is it for personal? Is it for your birthday? That way you know how to shoot what you're shooting.
Got you. So somebody who's starting off in the industry, like basically they're thinking that, I need this camera and that camera. What would you suggest starting off? Like, would you suggest going out and getting the camera? Like, what would you suggest?
Man, start off with your nice used camera.
Okay.
Get you some used gear. Learn your camera. And I tell photographers all the time, you need to know your camera back and forward.
Man, that's what
up and down, in and out.
Because a lot of
people. Hold on. I don't mean to cut you off.
Go ahead.
If you're shooting, and in the middle of you shooting, the lights go out, the weather turned bad, what are you going to do? Are you just going to stop? You're going to freak out? You're going to get nervous? You can't let your clients see that you get nervous. You need to know what you need to do next. If you don't, are you really professional?
Because professionals know how to get out of any situation.
They know how to get out of that situation, bro.
And the thing about it is a lot of people, so for instance, somebody asked me about the podcast or whatever, and they're just like, man, what cameras do you have? I tell them the cameras we have. What settings do you put your camera on? I tell them I'm like, your room is not my room, but okay, I'll tell you the settings.
Right.
What lights do you have? What brightness do you? And at the end of the day, I'm just like, you can't copy exactly what I do and expect to get the same outcome.
You can't, bro. You can't.
You have to. And then another thing I'm noticing a lot of people do is they feel like they have to have the best equipment when they can't even use the stuff that they got.
No, sir.
You have to master what you have.
No, sir. I mean, you can buy the best equipment and just still don't know how to use it. You can have the best equipment and still take poor pictures because you don't know composition. You don't know lighting.
That's a big thing. Like if you can't compose with your cell phone, you're not even ready for no DSLR.
No. And wait, let's pass DSLR. Mirrorless. And then the state of art with mirrorless is gonna show you what your shot gonna look like before you even take it.
That's true.
But still in all, you have to have the skill and the mindset and the vision to know I want this to look exactly like this. Do you know how to do it in your camera?
And also, and tell me if you agree, a lot of people are taking pictures of their subjects, but forgetting about the world behind their subject.
Exactly.
Like you're forgetting what tells a story.
Right. You're exactly right. And that depends on lenses. Like, for example, a 35 millimeter, if you look on social media all over, it's called a storyteller lens.
Okay.
Because it tells a story, all depends on how you compose that subject. You know, I can take a picture of someone next to a trash can. And the way I shoot it, you'll never know a trash can is right there. That's why people say, well, this background. Don't worry about that. I control what it looks like.
Because you're able to compose.
Exactly.
Yeah, you can make it whatever. Like, so how you get that subject to pose? Like, you can put the trash can in the shot. And you be like, oh, maybe she was, like, your brain will start, the person who looking at it, oh, maybe it's a working photo. Like, you just start making stuff up, because that's all a picture is. A picture is a creative expression from the photographer.
Right.
So it's like, that's like if you go to a museum and you're looking at art, you're dictating what this is.
Right. I dictate what it is.
So you tilt your camera, do whatever you need to do to tell the story in
Angles,
the way that you want. Yeah.
Composition, and vision.
And then before you know it, people don't care that it's a trash can.
They don't care it's a trash can. Or I can shoot it, and because of my bokeh, it's blurred out.
And let's talk about this. You can, depending on what type of artsy vibe you're going for, you can put a smoke machine in that trash can.
Yes, sir. See what I'm saying? You know?
It's all types of stuff.
It's what we call being creative.
And one thing you can't do, you can buy the best cameras. You can steal ideas from people, this and that, but you cannot buy creativity.
You can't buy it, bro. You can't put a price tag on.
You can't.
No.
Because not everybody can create. There's a lot of people who got the money to do all types of stuff, but they can't come up with ideas.
They can't, bro.
And all the years you've been doing photography, like, what's one of your favorite subjects, styles to do? Like,
what favorite genre of photography?
Yeah, genre of photography. Like, what do you prefer to do, like, mostly when you can?
Like seniors.
Oh, you like
models
stuff like
and
that.
Like birthday type shoots, you know what I'm saying?
So have you ever got into like doing like the off the wall stuff to where people wearing body makeup? Have you did some stuff like that?
I've done one full body paint.
Okay.
One. That was cool. It was different.
Like, how'd that go? You had to get somebody to come in and
yeah, a lady, she told me what she wanted to do. It was her vision. And she said, I'm gonna get body painted on such and such date. Okay, cool. And we met up at Terrell Park, and she had the greens, the blues, the yellows, kind of blended in with the the foliage and stuff, and we did the shoot.
Okay, so like, as far as being a photographer as well, like, what's like some of the most, like, how do you know that you're doing a good job? Like, what's some of the most rewarding parts of being a photographer? Like, when okay, I'm on my stuff.
At the end of the day, after every shoot,
talking to Mike.
At the end of the day, after every shoot, I ask my clients, "How was the shoot? Did you have fun?"
Okay. And
they always say they love it.
So you basically trying to, not only like you taking pictures, of course, but you creating an experience.
Yeah, at the end of the day, it's all about the client. Okay. Did you have fun? That's the most important part. And then after that, we produce some good work, some great work.
Okay. And I was gonna ask you a little bit about clients and pricing and things like that. Do you notice that sometimes when you price things at a certain price, like too low, you get worse clients?
You're exactly right.
So what you got to say about that? Like,
man, listen, I know starting off, you shoot for free, because your level of work is not up to par, And
not just that, you're trying to get your name out.
Yeah, you're trying to get your name out. But don't you shoot free for too long, because you're going to be known as the free photographer or the photographer that don't charge, you charge rock bottom prices. I call it, don't be a bottom feeder. Okay. You willing to accept anything just to get a shoot. No. Know your worth.
Yeah. Because it's a lot of work you put in.
It's a lot of work, man. When you think about
driving to the place.
I got to pack up. I got to drive there.
And let's not forget the fact that your camera equipment costs a lot of money.
A lot of money.
Yeah.
A lot of money. I got to drive there. I got to set up. I got to do the shoot. Okay, the shoot is over. You gone. I got to tear down.
Edit.
I got to pack up.
Oh, that.
I got to drive home. I got to get home. I got to upload, unpack, upload, cull through the images. Now I got to edit the image. Now I got to deliver.
And also, and the thing about it is, like we was talking about the equipment costing so much money. Every time you pull out your equipment, you pull out your light stand, you put your lens on your camera, that's wear and tear.
That's wear and tear.
Every time that lens touch that camera, boom.
It's wear and tear,
like
bro.
You doing this.
It's wear and tear every day.
And this stuff not gonna last forever.
It ain't gonna last forever.
They say that lenses last forever if you take care of them.
No,
but
bro.
The camera not, especially light stands.
It ain't built to last.
Man,
no
light stands, man. They take a beating.
No, like my little hood lens that goes on the end of my camera don't even fit no more. Yeah, because I don't want it out.
You used it so much. So people don't understand the cost that goes into you even providing the service.
That part.
Cost. And then now you're LLC. Like it's
and then they want, hey, can I get a discount? Can I get a hookup? Let's see. let's run through that. When people ask you for a discount. When you bought your outfits, did you ask for a discount? When you bought your shoes, did you ask for a discount? When you went and got your hair done, did you ask for a discount? When you went and got your nails done, your feet done, did you ask for a discount? Wait a minute. Hold on. When you went and got your makeup done, did you ask for a discount? Hold up. Then you come there. Oh, you got some red bottom shoes that you can't even walk in. Did you ask for a discount on those? You come with some Balenciagas. You come with your Louis. You come with your Gucci belts and all that. Did you ask those people for a discount?
Everything that you wearing to this shoot, they got paid. But I can't.
But I can't. No, it ain't working like that. No.
And it's crazy because like they asking for discounts. And it seems like when you're doing something that's an art form,
yes,
people don't respect it.
They don't respect it, bro.
You providing a service.
Right.
Like you said, they go out to eat, whatever the price is. They might say, dang, but guess what they're going to do?
They're going to pay it.
Swipe.
They're going to pay it.
They're going to swipe. But like when you're doing something that's art, they don't, for some reason, a lot of times people don't think you're working. I don't know why.
And man, let me say this as from a photographer's perspective. It's not, take a picture, 30 minutes later, here you go.
No.
Some photographers, and I don't understand why they do this, they give away all their raws, unedited work. Why? Why would you do that? Because somebody can take a raw image, so-called, I'm going to edit myself, and then post it and tag me on it.
And that does terrible. That's terrible for your business.
Bruh. Color grading is off.
They go to them filters.
It's blurry. It's not straight. You know what I'm saying?
And especially if you're a photographer, that what you should be shooting in RAW.
Yes.
If you're a photographer that shoots in RAW and then they go put them filters, you have no color.
You done destroyed.
And now you done tagged
all my hard work.
And now everybody gonna think that I did this.
I took that photo. Don't do that.
You ever had a client use your watermark photos?
Bro.
Talking to Mike?
Bro, let me tell you, since you asked that question, a couple years ago, I had a senior, okay? I submit all my work gallery. Everything has a watermark crease all the way across. Next thing I know, I got so many phone calls and text message. I said, what's going on? Bro, the gifts on the tables, the pictures, the banner that you have behind you, you take in front of, crease is all across. What does that say? That say, hey, I stole this image. I didn't pay for it.
Yeah.
Wow. Who does that?
Like, I was always taught that if it got the proof on it, is like people don't mind post. Okay, I went on a cruise. And you know how you've been on a cruise.
Yes.
They put the
yes.
carnival.
Yes.
And I say I bought the picture. You either buy it or not. That's your discretion.
Right.
But people post the carnival, like why
they'll walk up there, take a picture with their camera.
It ain't the fact that you stole it. It's the fact that why is that okay for you?
That's
not okay.
And then since we're on that same topic, some people will do that, receive that with the watermark, and then now there's editing software.
Oh, they can take it off?
That can take it off. So not only are you stealing money out of my pocket, and then the people wonder why we charge what we charge.
Because
people wonder why I don't do deposits, I do session fees.
Okay. So how does a booking a session with you, how does that work?
You go to my website, Glad you asked that question. Anytime you ask me anything about booking this, I'm gonna send you one link.
Okay.
That one link go directly to book.
Okay.
So all the talking beforehand, we just hypothetically speaking. We're just hypothetically speaking. This is what you would like to do. This is what you wish to do. How do I know you're real? When I receive an email message that such and such has booked with you, now we working. That means you done paid your money, your hard-earned money.
That means we working together.
That means we're working together. Now we have a relationship, a working relationship. Until then, we're just hypothetically speaking. Because, bro, so many times.
And then I guess when you get that email, they know that the text messages come back fast.
Wait a minute. How your boy Cat Williams said? They know I'm coming.
I know I'm
coming. You know what I'm saying, bro?
I know I'm gonna be there.
Yeah, I know I'm gonna be there. They know I'm gonna be there. Bro, they gonna know I'm gonna do the best job, bro. Because why? You paid your hard-earned money. You know? Man, and bro, you know what? Man, a lot of people get that link. You see how quiet I got?
That's what happened.
Like my mama said, you can hear a rat pissing on cotton. I'm telling you, bro.
They want to talk business, but they don't want to talk business.
Yes.
Like it's different. Like, okay, you want to sit here and talk about your vision all day.
All day.
And text me back and forth. And I got other things I'm doing.
Bro.
Like, and I'm not getting, you not booked nothing. You just, you basically, I'm helping you design your vision enough for you to go to another photographer.
Bro, I'm so glad you said that, bro.
And I'm sitting here saying, oh, maybe we should do this. I'm telling you, I'm consulting.
Bro.
At least give me a $50 consulting fee.
No. I'm glad you said that. I had someone reach out. Hey, wrote me a whole dissertation. This is what I would like to do on my photo shoot. Okay, cool. All right, here we go. Here's the link. I send everybody a link. Okay, here's your vision. Get your dates together because you know when you're going to get your hair done, you're going to get your nails done. Book it.
Yeah.
We ready. Crickets. Bro, I'm scrolling through Instagram. I see the same person that contacted me, wrote me a whole letter on my phone. This is what I want to do. Next thing I know, you done shot with somebody else.
With the vision we discussed.
The ideas that I gave you.
And you couldn't even get a consulting fee.
I couldn't get a consulting fee.
And they wonder why people charge to talk.
And they wonder why.
Because I'm charging you for my ideas. And not only am I charging you for my ideas, think about the years and years of work that I put in to perfect these ideas. Perfect this camera stuff and stuff like that.
Hey, man. And listen. And people wonder why I don't do this full time. I can't do this full time. I got to go back and forth with you on $100 session fee. $100.
You spend $100 on. They spend 70. They spend 70 on crawfish.
Bro, I was just finna say crawfish.
70 on crawfish.
You know what I'm saying?
The crawfish could be $15 a pound.
They gonna pay it.
They gonna get 3.
They gonna pay it.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, what are you saying?
Yeah, you go out there and buy your bottle at the club, $200-$300
for a bottle.
But you want some good pictures. You want some great pictures.
And these memories last a lifetime. You know what I noticed? When you take a picture with your phone, like, yeah, phones take real good pictures, but they're not timeless.
Right.
A good photographer can make your pictures that you took 5 years ago still relevant.
Correct.
Because the editing and just the composite, it's just something about it. When a good photographer take your picture, that picture is timeless.
Man, listen, I get this all the time. Man, when you gonna be full time? When you gonna go full time? If I go full time and I got to deal with y'all the way y'all dealing
every day, all day,
all the day. Here's the thing: if I leave my job, who's gonna pay my retirement? Who's gonna pay my insurance? All my benefits.
Yeah.
And I got to fuss and fight with you just to get $100? No, bro, that ain't gonna happen. No.
You can't do that.
No, you can't do it.
Because at the end of the day, it's your livelihood, and when you just relying solely on your business, it don't come with perks that a job.
No, bro. No.
But I wanted to talk about something because I know you do a lot of weddings and stuff like that, and I did video at weddings before, and it's like that's some of the most nerve-wracking stuff. Like how you handle that, like that pressure, or right now you just numb to it because you did so many.
Man, kind of numb to it. I try to get with my clients, do the consultation. Yeah. Know what's expected, what they like. See what they want. But here, everything is pretty much, laid back.
So do you like doing the event photography where it's always pressure to capture moments more, or do you like doing staged stuff more?
Event photography is real easy. Because everything is candid. I'm just shooting.
Everything is candid, but like when it's like an event like a wedding is different because it's like certain moments you
Oh
can't
yeah.
miss.
Now, stuff like that you can't miss. That's why you have to work with a great wedding coordinator.
Okay, so you know the timing.
Yeah, you know the timeline.
Okay.
A great wedding coordinator will send you a timeline.
Okay.
What time everything is going to take place.
That way you could be where you need to be.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
So you say events are easy for you when you have the right people to work with.
Yeah.
Okay. So are you working with other people to get these stuff done? How are you when it comes to like getting help, like freelancers or?
I reach out to a couple of guys I work with at the church.
Yeah.
We all have our own business, but at certain times if I need a second shooter, I contact some of those guys.
Got you. So did you start off when you first started doing photography? You just included weddings, or that's something that came later?
It came later.
Okay.
Because at some point you got to get your feet wet.
Yeah, and then you got to jump into that realm.
You got to
call
jump into
yourself a photographer if you ain't doing no event.
Right.
Like, yeah, you can do the stage, but how are you when that pressure's on?
Right. And in photography, somebody just starting out, pick your genre, pick your niche, and stick with it.
Okay.
Don't be a photographer that tries to does everything. Because you got too many irons in the fire, you're not gonna master the majority of them.
Have you ever had a shoot to where you accidentally deleted the footage?
Bro, yes, sir, yes, yeah, yeah, that happens. Last year I did a whole birthday, a baby birthday party.
So what's that like talking to the client?
Luckily they understand that stuff happens.
Yeah, that's some severe stuff.
Yeah, that's severe. And man, you know what? I'm just thankful that it was some people that I've been knowing a while.
Oh, okay.
So they understood,
All right.
Yeah.
Got you.
Now, one time I lost some footage of a wedding. I was able to recover some of it, but yeah, some of it was lost.
Recently, I came and got some behind the scenes for you, and then just watching you work, it just seemed like you got everything together, man. You be jamming your music, and then it's just like, boom, we're done with the shoot. It's like it seemed like there's no pressure, and if it is pressure, you hide it well.
Man, listen, bro. When you came and did that for me, man, you really set me on another path.
Yeah.
Man, so many people, I received so many comments that they loved that. They never seen that part of me.
And that's good, showing your personality.
But you did a magnificent, wonderful job, man, at doing that. And I thank you for doing that. But, and that helped catapult, B4real media.
But yeah, what I was seeing, I was like, man, I'm looking at the, you seen the engagements?
Yeah.
Like, I'm talking about days.
Man, I was sitting there like, bro, I had, people was just, man, I like that. Man, I like that. People I wouldn't even think to hear from, seen it, and told me they loved it.
That's why I was telling you, you got to do more of that, because I was like, man, you got a personality. You a photographer for one, that's first always, but you got a personality, so it can gravitate people towards you to not only book you, but want to learn from you.
Right.
And if you can leverage that want to learn from you.
Right.
Imagine you teaching a course simple, just on lighting.
Right. And, people reached out, man, I want to do light. I had one guy, he wanted to reach out. Hey, man, come along, bro. Yeah, that's a little fee, but he learned a lot, So,
you gotta, at the end of the day, you gotta invest in yourself.
Yeah, you gotta invest in yourself.
That's the best investment you can
Right. I love lighting of photography. Lighting adds drama to your photos, It can turn your one photo shoot a whole totally different direction just by how you light it.
And speaking of lighting and flashes and stuff like that, okay, so because I'm trying to understand, because I never did flash photography, like that. So like, explain what exactly are you doing to get these images to come out like this? Because if y'all don't know, yeah, he do some editing on the back end, but this man can make stuff come out butter on camera. Like,
come on, man.
He show you the camera. I'm like, did you just edit that in your phone? I mean, you got to edit this software on your camera.
No,
like, what
man.
you doing? It's like you get the pictures to come out. They 90% there.
Man, listen.
Already, soon as you,
bro, I say it all the time. Get it right in camera first. Get your camera settings down pat. That goes back to vision. You got to know what you're looking for. You got to know what you want before you even shoot it. Mm-hmm. So I get that. I set all my stuff right first, because I hate post-processing. People say, "Oh, I can fix that in Photoshop." Yeah, to an extent.
Would you want to do
why?
that?
That's more time you got to spend on editing.
Yeah, and not only that, that's taking time away from other clients.
Bruh.
And now your other client got to wait 6 days before they can get their 2 weeks.
When you learn lighting and you know how you want stuff lit, it's gonna bless your whole photography game.
But when you using the flash and stuff like that, like what are you doing to like what is that? Like what is that called? And what are you doing to make it to where when you flash, you got everything dark around it, but just this subject light? Like what's going on there?
Man, you just lighting it and you setting certain moods in your photography session.
Okay.
You know, like for example, I can shoot during the day, but the way I light it, it'll make it look like it's at nighttime.
Or midday, yeah.
Or midday. And when I first started lighting and I learned it and I got it down, bro, all these natural light photographers, they kind of hate like, well, how you shooting late at night?
Like, cause you know, it's oh yeah.
You know, because I learned this.
I
learned how to use my flash, you know?
Yeah. And you know,
I don't have to stick to day sessions.
You know where to put the flash.
I know where to put the flash. Yeah. You know, sometimes 1 light setup, 2 light, 3 light setup. It all depends on how I want to create the mood for that particular session.
What's going on? And then I noticed that a lot of your night sessions, you a king of that hair light. You know how to
how to place it.
Man, it's like butter. Like
man listen. I you know, my good friend James, man, he always said, man, it looked like butter. It's straight because it's straight off the camera.
That's what I tell people. That's what I was just saying. I was like, you say, what you think about that? I'm like, damn, it looked like it's straight out of Lightroom.
Very little editing. Dang. At the very end, I may have to tweak a little contrast, crop, straighten it out. That's it. So man, you can fly through your edits. You know, once you get it set in camera first.
That's not to say he ain't working.
Oh yeah.
That means to say that that's showing you that the years of hard work it took to learn how to do that. You got to get paid for that.
You got to.
You got to get paid for all that hard work that you put in, because back in the gap, before you learned all this stuff, you was taking your time to learn. You was taking your time doing photography and not getting paid. So you should be compensated for the hard work and the sacrifices that you made in the beginning. People don't understand it.
Yes, sir. Man, listen, bro. Know your worth. Know your worth.
Can't stress that enough.
No. Can't do it.
Okay, so when you filming in, like, what is the differences between when you're filming indoors and outdoors? Like, what are some of the changes you need to make? Because some people can't film outside at all, not even nighttime, daytime. Some people need to be able to control the environment. So how do you adapt? Do you adapt to both?
You have to look at the time of day you're shooting. Some of the worst times of the day to shoot 12, 1 o'clock.
That's Sunday. Harsh, huh?
I love golden hour. Anything after 4:30, golden hour.
Okay.
Right about 5:30 when that sun's setting just right, golden hour. Man, you get the light in the back of your subject, and then you light that subject perfectly. You know, you always put their back to the sun. Mm-hmm. Always put their back to the sun. And then I control the lighting from the front. Okay. Because if they're facing the sun, 99.9% of the time they're squinting, which is mess up the shot.
And you can't control the sun.
You can't control the sun.
It might go away mid.
Now, sun can be, you know, that's the greatest ambient light we have, you know, God's light. But when you have flash, now I'm controlling, you know.
How much light?
Yes. And certain lighting settings, I can overpower the sun. So, yeah, it all depends on how you shoot it.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So how do you manage, like, when you have a client, but you have a vision for them? They have their own vision,
right?
But you know that vision is not really going to work. But how you go with, like, not having creative control when you just give them what they want, or what you try to convince them?
Well, I see what they want, and then I mix that with what I know needs to be done. Okay. To get the shot that they want to get the shot. Now, sometimes the vision that they want just won't work, and I'll just let them know that ain't gonna work, you know. But we can do this, we can do that, you know, to give them a happy medium.
Got you. So looking back throughout your whole career and stuff, did you ever think that you would be like where you at today?
No, I never thought about it. But as the years, you know, started going by, you know, I knew that I would never be comfortable, you know. Well, that's never get comfortable, never get complacent.
That's life in general.
That's life in general. Yeah, that's life in general.
Like, once you get comfortable, you're not getting no better.
No, you're not getting no better. You get complacent, and you know your work will start drying up. Okay. But man, my thing is, especially I'm learning all I can learn while I can learn. You know,
especially when people around you getting better and you staying the same, you're gonna get washed up.
Right, and then they're gonna be sitting there. Man, well, why that person doing this? Well, why that person give it? Why that person be good? Because I'm yearning. You know. I have a lot of work I do out of town. Okay. Why? Because they want what they want.
Do you find it that working with people out of town it's like it's less of a hassle to get your worth.
Yes, it's less of a hassle.
I wonder why it's like that.
I don't know. You'll have people in your own hometown, they won't book you. But those folks out of town, hey, bro, you tell them a price, pay. You done, you there.
Yeah, they already then sent you that.
Man,
plus gas,
listen, bro, listen.
They say, "Oh, you want some food?" Like,
what? You know what I'm saying?
This is crazy,
man. And I've been blessed to shoot out of town. Receive a couple of phone calls. Hey, I want to shoot in New York.
That's crazy.
When we flying out. Hey, I want to shoot in Alaska. When we flying out. I'm there.
What's some highlight moments of your career, like to where you happy you shot for this person, or you got the opportunity to be in this place?
Man, it's just shooting outside of what I already know. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Outside of Port Arthur, Beaumont. Me getting a phone call to want to, hey, fly me to New York, or fly me to Alaska and shoot. Fly me to California. To do a wedding, bro. Out of all the photographers there in California, you chose me. Mm-hmm. You picked me. I'm honored. Hey, I do that in a minute, in a heartbeat.
It's good.
When camera will travel.
It's good when people notice your work that you never thought would. It's like
exactly.
It's like you getting that, which we don't work for validation, but like getting it, is always a good thing.
Right,
at the same time. But getting it on social media. So how has social media been an impact for your business? Is it negative, good?
It's good for me. People, see my work. Hey man, I want you to do. You did my friend. You did so and so. I love the work. I love the work. I love the work. And I ask people. Seriously when they book me. Why did you book me? Oh, because I love your work. I've been wanting to work with you. You shot my friend, or you shot my cousin. Word of mouth.
So let's just say 5 years from now, 10 years. Where do you see your business going in 5 years?
Man, 5 years. I guess kind of like settling down a little bit.
Okay.
Kind of like a home stretch, because I'm nearing where I can retire my full-time job.
Okay.
But I will continue doing this, until the Lord say I can't do it no more. Because this is a passion of mine.
It's a passion, yeah.
I love doing what I do, and I do what I love, And
once when you're doing, like we say, I say this all the time. People say this. Once you're doing what you love, it don't feel like work.
No, it ain't work, man. It's a passion, bro. I live it. I breathe it.
Like even if you could find no one that's gonna be willing to pay, you would still reach out and find models to take
right. So I just love it.
Got you. So let's just talk about for upcoming photographers again, or people who in the art space, or people who just want to be successful in life. Like, what's some advice that you would give?
Man, listen. If you love doing it, doing it. If you don't love it, don't waste your time.
Okay.
Don't waste your time, because you're gonna be doing it and not receive any. You're not gonna feel good about it. Like I love doing this. I love seeing people's reaction once they get their photos. Some people. You know what? I had one of my greatest stories was a lady wanted some photos done, and she was a cancer patient, and she said, "I don't know how long I may have here." She said, "But I want this to be shot this way." Okay, cool. So I took her vision and I ran with it. Man, we shot one day. She said, "I just want to be near water." So we went to the beach. And when I tell you there was nobody but me and her at the beach,
wow,
and God. And she told me exactly how she wanted shot. I just took it and ran with it. She said, "Don't show me any photos until you print me a portfolio." I printed the portfolio, we met, and I gave it to her. She opened it up. She boo-hooed like a baby. She said, "You created the vision exactly as I seen it."
That's crazy.
Man, that was one of the most highlighted times of my photography career. Because, it was her vision, and I just did what I did to help fulfill it.
You basically bringing someone's vision.
I brought her vision to life.
Especially with it being a touchy subject.
Yes, sir.
And you going on. You don't know how long you're gonna be. That like it's a lot of weight on your hands.
Right.
Let me please, God, give me the give me the strength and the knowledge to please her. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? You know what I'm saying? Because she going through a lot right now.
She went through a lot. And man, just to see her reaction,
Yeah.
just to know that everything that I did, it was to the T, 100%. Hey man, that made my day.
And I wanted to bring something up too about people who want to get to videography, photography. One of the most, and I know you probably agree as well, things that you want to learn is make sure you just learn the exposure first before you even talk to anybody. Get on YouTube and learn how to ISO, shutter speed, and you know what I'm saying?
Learn the basics.
Yeah, those three things. Like,
Right.
Because a lot of people, like when I first picked up a camera, I'm like, man, why is this so dark? Why is this so bright?
Right.
You need to learn those three things before you even say that you want to get a camera.
And man,
or talk
what
to
happens a lot, people take 1 or 2 nice photos and be like, okay, this is what I want to do.
Especially when they're using their phone. Because the phone
You
doing
use your
everything
phone.
for you digitally.
Yeah. Or you use a camera. Yo, you take a nice photo 1 or 2 times, but then the next ones you be like, oh, wait a minute, that didn't look right.
Yeah, because you got to realize every day is not going to be the same lighting.
No, it's not going to be the same day. No.
Because I'm pretty sure you done got the shoots to where like it start off good.
Man, even today, I have some not so good days, in shooting, That's just life,
It's a part of it.
You're not going to be, every day is not going to be 100% every day, Some days you're going to struggle with a not so great client, you know what I'm saying? And then the lighting won't be the same, situation won't be the same,
Oh yeah, and since you say that about the client, before we close, do you believe that, because we was talking about the pricing and how it could bring back clients, do you think, you said it's about knowing your worth, but also having your prices a little premium, it brings better clients?
It does.
Because I noticed that when you say, oh, it's just $100, blah, 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 and I'll do this, this, and that, those be the clients who always say things like they're rushing or you got to do 50 revisions. But the clients who actually pay you $400, what you want, they're happy with what they get. Why is that?
Let me give you an example. Okay, let's just say you have some photographer talking about, oh, I'm going to do a $75 shoot.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you got to let people know what that shoot entails.
Okay.
What it includes. Because you'll have a person, $75 shoot, next thing you know, they come with 10 outfits.
Oh, yeah. And now you got to be there for 3
now
hours.
You going to renege on them? You going to say no?
You got to let them know one outfit, one location.
Yeah, exactly.
One this many poses.
Exactly.
Okay.
Because, man, if you don't set those guidelines and those parameters, man, people going to take advantage of that.
Yeah.
Or if you keep shooting for free. I had a home bar photographer. He kept, TFP, which means, trade for prints. In other words, I'm going to shoot you. I'm going to give you these images. You're going to post. You're going to tag me. That's free advertising for me. Well, you keep doing that so many times, you're going to be known as a free photographer. So when you do try to charge somebody, they're not going to want to pay, or they're going to go to somebody else.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, man, all that free, no, man, know your worth.
We done said that, 6 times?
I'm telling you, bro.
Because it's the biggest important thing.
The biggest thing, man.
So if you ain't getting nothing out of this podcast today, know your worth and do what you love.
Do what you love,
those
man.
Those are 2 things, man.
Just trying to tell you.
Just know your value and worth. So,
yes.
Man, I want to appreciate you, brother.
Man.
We call you brother.
Yeah.
But this is
Alfred Beverly, man.
I like to let them say the name.
Yeah. Man, listen, man, I enjoyed this, man. I've been looking forward to it, man. Look.
But you're going to have to come back, though.
I'm going to come back, man.
I know you're going to have a lot of great things going on, especially like once you really start getting into your social media bag. I want you to start, even if you got to get sometimes your daughter to hold the Osmo or something. Man, just get some footage.
You know what? I got a lot of footage right now. I just need to get out.
Okay.
Yeah.
So people like your personality.
Man,
you see what I'm saying? They was like, man, he making it seem so fun. You booking people just off being fun.
If I like it, if they like it, man, I love it, man. You know?
Man. So again, man, you can get this podcast and all the other ones on any social media. I mean, on any platform where you watch your favorite podcast. That's Spotify. That's Apple Music. If you want to just listen to it, go on those platforms. If you're actually one of those people who watch podcasts, man, go to YouTube, man. Just let it play while you're driving. And until next time, be for real.
Be for real. Peace. Yes, sir.